Hi guys, Zombie here with some Home. Supposed to be a unique horror adventure. Point and click by Benjamin Rivers. Now I'm not sure if horror is the word you can use, but let's check it out. So move left and right, look up. Interact, window, full screen mode. What the hell, it was supposed to be point and click, whatever. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh my head, where was I? It was so dark. Heavens. There was something by my feet, a flashlight. Oh hell! My worst nightmare. I was Conan O'Brien. Just had to stop. Door slowly opened. That house. Where was I? Oh shit, the dead body. Was it? Oh shit! Fucking cat. Trying to scare me. I noticed that I limped as I moved downstairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home. Seeing Rachel, I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Did the power go? Fucking rats. A thin, grey mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. Did I free it? No. You'll be stuck there, little mouse. It's good for you. Don't steal. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use, and were caked in a damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in the shed? Why can't I remember anything? Why do I look like Conan? I found a picture of a couple. It looked like they'd been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Well, hell yeah! It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard fairway click somewhere. How did it open? What's happening? The door slowly opened, Resident Evil style. The mouse was dead. It looked like the cat had got to it. Boy, what a tragedy. The bookshelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Just the kind of stuff I like. Another door opened. I was at an old desk. A dining table, maybe, covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. Did I get wasted? Hell yeah, the smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? Yeah, I'll masturbate to it later. Sorry. I slipped the photo in my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. God, I hate that creaky noise. The story continues. We go down the floor. Man, this house is big. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud cake all over my shoes. Damn, my shoes. Cost a fortune, I think. The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Yes, because I'm too lazy to lift the furniture. God damn. Oh shit, that scared me. God damn it. The door was taped up and locked. I couldn't get through. By the smell, I guessed, it led to the kitchen. That switch in the wall worked. The door had been unlocked. How did I know it was locked? I just know stuff. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I'd have found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Sure. I heaved the box forward and finally gave. There was a ladder going underground, where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Hell yeah! Oh, those noises. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was, because she was hot. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Shit. Footprints in the dirt. Looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. It was an old map of the town. Places all over were marked. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. The guy upstairs must have done this. What was his interest in the water tower? Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in the town the last few years. Wait, there are photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more. Tried to find some kind of information. Hell no, I'm too scared. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? Well, fuck yeah, I took it. I tucked the small handgun in my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Now I'm starting to hear noises from my own house. Fuck. Ladder. Some kind of homemade rack, slung together with polycut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? Crudely made shelves, they looked like they were holding cans of some kind. Corrosive, the labels were worn and slick. I could still see the warnings. It looked like the cage. It was small, but there was something covering the bottom. Something wet. I bet blood. Thank God I have a flashlight. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old, faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. A-G-A-I-V. Oh no! I have HIV! God damn it! A-I-A-R-R-O-R-O. None of it made any sense to me. God damn! I don't want to have HIV. They looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes the woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Shit. Things bad gotta happen. I can feel it. Must continue. Let's go down. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? Oh shit, I hate bats. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. Swear to God, I'm hearing voices. Noises, voices, whatever. Ah, this game is making me feel paranoid. There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yeah, maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Okay. There must have been a use for it around somewhere. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes, I did. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. It's gotta be buddies. It says a bunch of old newspapers we'd pasted together. The message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to caving. Oh hell. The door looked different. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought. I'd found that old handgun. It seemed to work. And from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar way there. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? Kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? I did. I slipped the knife in my boot. Since I had a gun in my pocket, did I really need all this? God damn, the door says exit. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Conan O'Brien, Adventure Man. Oh shit. None of these noises scare me. Nicely done. Even Slender Man didn't feel this scary. Shit, what do I do? The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. I thought I could turn this water well to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes. I thought I could turn this water well to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes. A bad feeling about this. Yes, let's turn off it. I really don't like horror games. Exit door. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. It looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? It's dirty porn. Sure of it. Took it anyway. Oh, shit. I want to go back into those tunnels. It's better to press on. Really? No, I don't give up. Apparently there's no saving in this game, so I'm gonna have to play it. Go. Did I miss something? Yes. The hell? Okay. Turn it. Some kind of puzzle. Oh. A second. You can see handprints from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. What the hell? They don't stay on, what the fuck? Yes. Oh. Yeah. Making progress. Right. Oh yeah. Others was gone. Looked like the water drained out of that gate in the wall. Safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? Oh shit, I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he had been stabbed repeatedly. Earrings to get out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? What about the knife I had found? Disgusted as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Shit, security camera. Smell a hint of fresh air here. I must have been near an exit or something. But I wondered, what did that key I found on the sewer worker do? What was on the videotape I found? Exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there. And it was so high up. Must have been a sore landing. Sore leg and the extra weight I was carrying made climbing ladder difficult. I really needed that gun on that night before the end. I wondered what was on that VHS tape I found when it locked through. My head was buzzing with questions and tired thoughts. And as I lifted the heavily lid, the awful smell of the sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. Something's bad gonna happen. Shit, I don't like that sound at all. Ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. Yes. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Scared. Patch of smeared dirt and grass. There was a beat up old wallet. I thought this was mine. Did I take it? Slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I know it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. But I should record my credit card and driver's license at least. Railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Oh, that sound. Goddamn sewer. Saw some ice. Do I really have to go back there? That fine on the entrance. Stuck shut. Oh no! No ice! Whoa. Someone's watching me. The rusty door was locked tight with an old padlock. The faded sign on the door warned about some kind of train yard. It must have referred to the town's only train station. It didn't look like I'd be able to get through there at all. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I'd seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river, maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clear in. Trampled in the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and I was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit? Well, hell yeah. I pocketed the card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Hence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wonder if I could find my way around. Shit. Oh no. There's a fire pit here. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned. Folding camping chairs were under the ground. One was knocked over. A couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Cheap don't tempt slept two people. I shone my flashlight inside. I could see some bedrolls, two backpacks, and a cooler. I think they're dead. Oh no. Don't. Oh. Fuck. The grime sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. Wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Yes! Wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. I hear noises. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. The campsite had been strangely unsettling. I couldn't imagine why anyone would abandon their site in the middle of the night, especially in the dark forest. I was relieved at least to finally be out of there. Even now as I peered through the dense trees, I could see cracks of light and a bit of land beyond. Being getting closer to town, but where exactly was I? I don't wanna die. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me, maybe just wind. Fuck, I hate those noises. Oh shit, someone's here. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. The door was locked shut. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." I didn't think it could be opened. a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, sneaking up to other parts. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs have collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. It seemed to be connected to a power box inside. Damn. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. The old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper, cartoons, and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that work here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. A power panel. Looked like it was shut up. Did I push? The locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognizable. Oh, I have to go check it out. I'm sure this is a puzzle again. I have to admit, I'm scared. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh, there's no clues. Oh, god damn. Take a drink. Sip a sip of my juice. Some good Finnish Phoenix. A layer of dust and grime only made seeing this thing. Looking card slot on the side. Had been hastily boarded up. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented, like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when I worked here. Utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? It's a magnetic card. Of course. Oh shit. Is that sound? Oh yeah, that was... God damn. I'm so scared. The keycard I found seemed like it would pass through this. Did I use the keycard? Of course. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. I heard it enough as it was, but I couldn't see another option just yet. Yeah, let's go. Man, my leg hurt like hell. There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily. It's hard to make out. I tried to read the letter. Most of the letter was vanity scratched out with what looked to be an ballpoint pen. All I could make out was need to. Just don't drinking, need Norman. Was Norman writing to? I stepped out of the factory, unsure of what I had to do. It was a long walk home. For some reason, I felt a hint of regret at leaving that place. But I knew I had to get home to Rachel. I thought I'd try to make it back to the main road. I needed to get help. The path outside was horribly dark. I had no other choice. Please don't be a graveyard. A rusty old truck had careened off the road and into the guardrail. Its front was crushed and its windows had all been smashed. Judging by the rust, it had been there a while. Yeah, we're getting closer. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and sleek black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from under the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Cleaned the card off as best as I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card. And now this. I tucked the card in my wallet next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. I'd entered Norman's place. The back of the store that he ran. It was very quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. Oh, Norman's dead. The front of the store was locked from the inside. It looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. The hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on a rack. It was Norma's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing there? Oh shit! An affair. Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. The slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. The handgun was Norman. What the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Fuck no. Though it weighed on me. I had a hard time parting with the weapon just then. I think I'm gonna need it. But if I'm the murderer... The TV still flickered. Some indecipherable channel. Jesus! I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker and one of the few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were wide. Shock. Though they were already dying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Did he leave the coat? Deserved better. Probably did. Did I close his eyes? Yes, close his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think any more about what was going on. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and tried to get at it. Yeah, lockpick. Pickety pick that shit. Now Conan had to go pick locks. Oh, what's this? Looked like a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. Wonder what it led. Did I pull the chain? Gave the chain a single tug. A simple folding ladder to the attic popped down. Oh, I hate attics. What's this? There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? That's right, I suppose. There were more Rachel things. More of my wife's clothes. Oh, those shoes. Even that old radio I gave her. Why, Rachel? What were you doing here? Norman. Oh shit. I think I've killed them all. Oh fuck. What the hell? God damn it. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel used to stop by after work if we needed anything. God damn, Rachel. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. Must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. The postcards show an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. That night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It's been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, but to find him like that, I thought of him still lying on the floor back there. The gun I carried seemed ever present. Seeing that dusty box of those old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? What was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers. But I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. I think Rachel's gonna be dead. Sure of it. Shit. I'm so scared my tooth aches. What the fuck? God damn it. The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out, as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. Rachel, I took a deep breath and tore open the package. The letter read, Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with. He is my husband, your friend. I need some time to sort this out, away from you both. I'm going far away for a while. I'm going to tell him, Norman. So don't you think you can hold that against me? I'm going to tell him and get past this. Maybe we'll work it out. Sure, I don't want to, but he deserves at least that much. Bye. Oh, I'm pissed now. I entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Big backyard. I held my breath as I approached our backyard. I was terrified to step inside. Yeah. It was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and stained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Of course. The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. A small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. Had I been away, why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill here. I opened it. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about cancelling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? We go. Big house. Old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. I keep it anyway. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? A television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward. By then, it was too late. It was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. The hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Oh, please don't be dead, Rachel. A sink which needed to be replaced. Well, the tap's always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Oh shit! My laptop had been left on, and only had a tiny bit of power left. It was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Pocketed the key. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like that man in the house had some of the same books as I did. Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I have a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. Is this what we were going to do with Norman? Fuck. He's gonna be in that locked room, dead. I have a bad feeling. Fuck. Didn't I take the key? I unlocked the basement door. There are old Christmas decorations in the box. Garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There's a dirty old key there. Did I take it? Way too much junk. I put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck. And the drywall was poorly installed. I'd have been able to break through it if I found something heavy enough. Oh shit. The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. Looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yeah. Looked at the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. crowbar I found would have been strong enough to bust through the cheap wall. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? With a heave I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, oh, I hear Daisy breath. Can you hear it? Daisy. Yeah, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Daisy sounds. Son of a fucking base. No blood. Oh. Filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen. When I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? I don't wanna see! Jesus. Wrapped within the filthy rags, pale and still, was Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Her chest was a horrible mess of blood and dirt. I couldn't bear to look at it. I thought about all I had seen. I wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. When I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs, made my way back upstairs, reluctantly exhausted from my journey. I no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Can happen. It's my wallet with its contents. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Yes, sleepwalking again. Maybe somebody stole it from me. Store, the forest, the water tower. I had those places before. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? It means you're a killer. Oh no. I killed my Rachel. This was that old photo of that other man and his wife, I assumed. That house. All those faded remains I had found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Did I think? Was the man involved in his own mess somehow? I wasn't sure. The poor old bastard was good and dead. He was a victim, not a criminal. A few broken pieces. I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. Still had no idea what was on that tape I found in the garbage. No way to watch it. I had no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. answers. Of a safe sat on the floor I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Safe used an 8-digit code. What's that? Damn. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Reflection in the ground glass was only a shadow, a whisper. Look, love the old charm. It's a key card I found in the factory. The one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. That was true. What was back at the plan? Who else would it have been? Oh, what were you doing back there? Power. Killed him. There, that was decided. I had made up my mind. I need to find a passcode, god damn! What do I need to do now? The old VCR had long since broken down. Fuck, do I need to go to the basement? No, I don't wanna. I hate the basement. Seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. I guess I was ready to face the truth now. The knife I had found in the sewer. I left it here because I didn't want it near me anymore. Was all of this my fault? Was I responsible for Rachel's death? If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Took the knife, kept it firmly in my hand. Can I have found it doing it? Why had I taken it in the first place? Was this my doing? Did I bring this upon Rachel? It began to spin with guilt and worry. I wanted to end it. I could do it now. I could do it with that gun. It's like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let it go, not again. Couldn't go back into that room again. I couldn't stand to be in that house. Did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yes. Thank God. Since I had arrived in town, things had been difficult. Working at the plant, though, been good for me. Kept me in line. Gave me something to do. Helped me get away from my past. Factory closed. Everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking. Appearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably just a way to deal with it. It's almost if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that. My memories of what happened are still in flux, but I know Rachel had tried, I know she tried, to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed the terrible truths, but I knew it was the final act of a long-standing horror I've been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man I had found in that house had something to do with all this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that there were too many things I had seen to think otherwise. The forest especially was a difficult maze. It was easier if I never saw it like again. I knew Norman wasn't completely innocent in all this. He was obviously going back to the factory, rooting in those lockers. Had he brought that poor guard to his end? It certainly seemed so, but I almost didn't want to believe it. I had to catch my breath, to take it all in, until the fact that things had only gotten worse. Then I had seen something even I wouldn't have expected. When I went to Norman's store, that's when my perspective on all this really started to change. Norman was dead, but I had no idea what happened to him. Finding Rachel things at the store, though, had been the ultimate shock. I would get no answers now. That didn't stop my head from reeling with questions. But as painful as all of that was, oh God, I cannot bear to think about it again. After all I had done and seen, Fanny coming home was supposed to be the end to this entire ordeal. God help me, though, it was only the beginning. As I opened the door and stepped out into the air, I got the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. At the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who would I turn to? It would be a matter of time before the police got involved, for the neighbors knew. The ground floor was soft, giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Wow, that was something else. First I thought it would be a little boring and not scary, but it was really a good story. I think there can be multiple endings too. And I get easily scared in games. That's no lie. I enjoyed this one. It was a really cheap buy on Steam too. Just a couple of euros. €2 I think. It's nothing for a great story like this. Now if you watched this whole story, please give a like, it would mean a lot to me. And I really thank you for watching. It was exciting. Have a good one. Zombie out.